to you all. As Mayor of the City of Mount Gambier, it is my pleasure to join you to acknowledge the wonderful contribution our Australia Day awardees have made to our community. I would like to start by acknowledging the Boandik peoples as the traditional custodians of the land where we meet today. We respect their spiritual relationship with the land and recognise the deep feelings of attachment our Indigenous peoples have with this land. I also acknowledge and thank Federal Member for Barker, Mr Tony Passon, and Member for Mount Gambier, Mr Troy Bell, for being with us today. We have endured some challenging times during the past few years due to the COVID pandemic, and I wish to thank the community of Mount Gambier for being responsible and responsive throughout this time. We now live our lives a little differently as we constantly adapt, respond to and implement new and different ways of doing things as we try to find a new normal moving forward. Due to a surge in local COVID cases, Australia Day celebrations have been modified this year to reduce the risk of spreading the virus within our community. And unfortunately, this means that we were unable to come together as we usually would to enjoy breakfast and entertainment in the cave gardens. The safety of our community during these uncertain times is at the forefront of our minds in making this decision. However, Council wanted to ensure that our very deserving Australia Day award winners were recognised at this small gathering of invited family and friends. A big hello and welcome to everyone watching the live stream of this event on Council's YouTube channel from home. I would ask that you stand now and join me to make an affirmation of commitment to Australia and its people as an Australian citizen. Please stand. As an Australian citizen, I affirm my loyalty to Australia and its people, whose democratic beliefs I share, whose rights and liberties I respect, and whose laws I uphold and obey. And if you could just please remain standing while we play the national anthem.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've gold and soil and wealth for toil. Our home is
be seated. Makes you feel very proud to be an Australian when we listen to those words. They're so poignant. The 2022 Australia Day Citizen of the Year Awards recognise individuals and community groups that have made an outstanding contribution to the community during the past year, and in many cases over several years and decades. The 2022 Young Citizen of the Year Award is presented to Julia Dangerfield. Come forward, Julia. For her dedication to and care of Australian native wildlife as a volunteer wildlife rescuer on call to undertake animal rescues and provide emergency care. The 26-year-old animal lover was born and raised in Millicent before moving to Adelaide for university. Julia has since returned to live in Mount Gambier and aims to educate the community about the importance of wildlife conservation and rehabilitation through the Mount Gambier Wildlife Carer social media page, advocating for injured animals and encouraging people to report native animals in distress. Julia responds to call-outs and deals with initial rescues and short-term care before the animals are distributed to carers throughout the region. In the past year alone, she dealt with more than 50 kangaroo and wallaby joeys. While Julia predominantly cares for macropods, she is part of the state government's Wombat program, which sees her raise orphan wombats, which cannot be released into the wild until they're old enough to be placed in zoos and wildlife parks for breeding programs in Australia and overseas. One of her wombats has just gone to the Prague Zoo in the Czech Republic. Julia is currently studying a Master of Business Administration online through the Australian Institute of Business and hopes to use her newfound knowledge to influence government policy and regulations to benefit native wildlife. As a final step in completing her university studies, Julia plans to set up a not-for-profit charity organisation, Limestone Coast Wildlife Rescue. Julia believes volunteering helped her on the path of discovery towards her dream career and would like to encourage other young people to consider volunteering within the community in some capacity. I'm very pleased to also announce that in addition to winning Young Citizen of the Year, Julia has also been awarded a commendation in the South Australian Young Citizen of the Year category, an outstanding achievement. Please congratulate 2022's Young Citizen of the Year.
Thank you very much. I just want to thank Chantel and Larissa for nominating me. Definitely wasn't expecting it. And I just want to say that there's actually a lot of wildlife carers in our community that do a lot around here, and as well as other communities across Australia. And they're all generally on call 24/7 and, you know, doing the best they can for wildlife. So there's definitely a lot of other people out there that deserve recognition as well. I'm certainly not doing it all by myself. So thank you.
The 2022 Citizen of the Year Award is presented to Adam Smith. Adam, would you like to come forward? Well-known Mount Gambier local Adam Smith is passionate about assisting those doing it tough. He has organised, coordinated and been involved in events such as the Family Truck Show, the Mount Gambier Hay Run, the Full Monty, truck convoys to benefit disadvantaged children, and truck meets to raise funds for and awareness of mental health issues. The 47-year-old is a husband to Julie and a doting father of 3 who works tirelessly and with great enthusiasm in his spare time to bring local people together to assist those in need of support. Adam has raised more than $80,000 to benefit causes close to his heart during the past 5 years. Adam is a co-founder of the Mount Gambier Hay Run, which delivered hay to drought-affected farmers in Armidale, Queensland, and to bushfire-ravaged farmers in Kailira, Lucindale and Kangaroo Island. Event co-founder and long-time friend Scott Simpson said Adam's input to the event was pivotal to its ongoing success, and those who know him know that when he gets an idea, there's no stopping him. His passion and drive inspires others to get on board with whatever he is doing to help. In 2016, Adam organised a charity auction and convoy to the Hayward Truck Show that raised $15,000 for Beyond Blue, a mental health organisation focused on supporting people affected by anxiety, depression and suicide. Adam was recognised by former Prime Minister and Chair of Beyond Blue, Julia Gillard, with a personal letter stating how proud and thankful she was for Adam's hard work in raising much-needed funds for the organisation. Adam shies away from accolades for his volunteer work, but we are very happy to see him here with us today to commend him on all his efforts to assist others so willingly and selflessly. Please congratulate Adam.
Oh yeah, that'd be good, thanks. I've got a little speech here. Thanks, Mayor, for your kind words. I'd like to thank all the other winners for this awesome Australia Day award. Firstly, I'd like to thank Julie Smith and Scott Simpson for nominating and the kind words for Australian Day award. I really appreciate it. Also, my beautiful children, Jamie and Austin, for supporting me over the years. I was totally blown away by winning this awesome award. I've struggled with knowing that I won this award. I feel it's what I do and achieve is not what is right for the community. I believe in my heart there are more people in our town that deserve this award more than me. A couple that spring to mind is Bill Burley, Trudy Shelton and Jane Boxall. I'm so blessed to have awesome people that support me with everything I do. Like Mark, Kat and Steve from Adelaide from Truck Factory. My good mate Wayne from Adelaide also support me. Also got Ewan from the Radio 5C, The Voice, are great supporters on what I achieve. From the beginnings of the first mental health convoy to the Mount Gambier Hay Run convoy supporting the farmers. I just love this town. I couldn't be more prouder of Mount Gambier and what I am and the awesome team I have behind me. I know I'm the main driver out front, but if you don't have the team behind you, you're battling uphill. I'd like to thank everyone that supports me, and this award also goes to everyone. Thanks to Julie, Jamie, Austin. Thank you.
Lovely words. The 2022 Senior Citizen of the Year Award is awarded to joint winners, Joan Osman and Lorraine Musgrove. Joan, I'll invite you to come forward now. Joan Osman has dedicated her life to family, community involvement and service. At 92 years old, she continues to actively volunteer for local community groups, organisations and services regularly. Joan is known for her selfless and unassuming manner and lives by the philosophy that it is vital to give, assist and serve others to keep the community connected. Joan was born in Robertstown, South Australia in 1929 and grew up on the family farm as the eldest of 5 children. Her mother died when Joan was 22 years old, leaving her with the responsibility to raise her siblings and take care of the house and farm when her father fell ill. Joan moved to Mount Gambier in 1956, got married and had 2 children, Jenny and Greg, and now has 4 grandchildren. Joan has been a board member of not-for-profit service Miroma Incorporated since 2003 and will have served 20 years on the board this year, including 4 years as chairperson. Joan has been involved in significant decision-making in relation to Maroma's growth and transition to becoming a national disability insurance scheme service provider. Maroma's CEO, Annalise Bates, nominated Joan for the Senior Citizen of the Year award and says that her contribution as a volunteer has improved the lives of others. She says her focus is to ensure that the sick and vulnerable are not forgotten and their lives are enriched and comfortable. Joan was also a volunteer at East Gambier Football Club for more than 40 years, a volunteer and committee member at the Reedy Park Tennis Club, the Kiwanis Club, the Heart Foundation, Mount Gambier Community Health and the Mount Gambier Hospital Auxiliary. Joan continues to actively volunteer with the Probus Club and the Mount Gambier Cancer Support Group. More than 100 people attended Joan's 90th birthday celebration in 2019, testament to the friendship she has formed over many decades of voluntary work for the community. Joan is admired and respected by many people in Mount Gambier and the surrounding areas. She has a wonderful ability to be able to relate with people of all ages, nationalities, religions and walks of life. Our world is a better place because of Joan. Please congratulate 2022 Senior Citizen of the Year.
Well, I'm not a very good person at speeches, but thank you very much for this wonderful award, and I'm very proud to have won it. Many thanks to my family, Annie, Lynn, and Judy. Thank you very much. I'm short, sharp and shiny.
Sharing the 2022 Senior Citizen of the Year award is Lorraine Musgrove, and I invite Lorraine to come forward. Lorraine has worked diligently as a member of the Mount Gambier Cancer Support Group since 1994 and chairperson since 2012. She is well known for supporting clients diagnosed with cancer and provides people with an empathetic ear during times of need. Lorraine was born in North Fitzroy, Victoria in 1946, moved to Mount Gambier in 1958, married Leonard Musgrove in 1967 and has 3 daughters and 6 grandchildren. Lorraine's empathy and understanding for those dealing with cancer began when her husband was diagnosed with lung cancer in 1988. Sadly, Leonard passed away after a long battle with the cancer in 2002. Lorraine continued to support others going through cancer as the group's client coordinator. Fellow group member Jeanette Breeder nominated her for the Senior Citizen of the Year award and says the support group wouldn't exist without Lorraine's ongoing dedication and guidance. Lorraine has led fundraising efforts for the group for the past 15 years, gaining donations from businesses, individuals, sporting groups and group activities. She has also been a long-time member of the Naval Association of Australia, the Mount Gambier Girls Quilting and Sewing Group, the Mount Gambier Chat and Craft Group, North Gambier Primary School Canteen, Mount Gambier Swimming Club and West Gambier Football Club. So please congratulate 2022 Senior Citizen of the Year, Lorraine Musgrove.
Oh, thank you to the City of Mount Gambier for this Australia Day award. I am overwhelmed and honoured by the award. Congratulations to my dear friend Joan for sharing this award, much appreciated. And also congratulations to all the other award recipients. Especially thank you to the ladies who compiled my nomination. Unfortunately, they couldn't be here today because of numbers. The friendship I have formed over the years through volunteering is just very overwhelming. And I must say, very nice thank you to my 3 girls, their partners and all my grandchildren. Thank you, everyone.
It's lovely that they're such good friends and they shared the award, isn't it? The 2022 Award for Active Citizenship is presented to the Mount Gambier Men's Shed Toy Boys. If they would like to come forward. A bossy lot. So this award is for active citizenship, and this is the second time we have presented this award, which recognises individuals who deliver outstanding work for the community. And as I said, this year it goes to the Mount Gambier Men's Shed Toy Boys. For the past 5 years, members of the Mount Gambier Men's Shed, known as the Toy Boys, have handmade and painted wooden toys for donation to the Mount Gambier Community Mayor's Christmas Appeal. The toys are made using donated timber and paint for children from the age of 1 to 10 years old. In the first year, the men crafted 80 toys, which increased to 200 toys by 2020, when they worked from their own personal sheds during the COVID shutdown, to ensure that disadvantaged local children still received a gift on Christmas Day. The Toy Boys have already begun to plan for their next donation to the 2022 Mount Gambier Community Mayor's Christmas Appeal, and we are very grateful for their hard work and contribution. Please congratulate the 2022 Award for Active Citizenship recipients.
Tony, Troy, Lynn, thank you for putting us up or helping us out throughout the last 5 or 6 years at the Men's Shed. We're very honoured to have received this award. Yes, we have started on this year's. I think we're around about 40 toys on the go at the moment, nearly finished. So thank you very much, and look forward to keep doing what we've been doing. Thank you.
You'll have to take in turns, won't you? So, thank you all very much. Thank you. The 2022 Community Event of the Year is presented to volunteer committee members of the Blue Lake Carols, and I'll invite representatives to come forward. COVID and SA health restrictions around large-scale events meant that the Blue Lake Carols Organising Committee had to innovate in an effort to continue to bring the iconic event, first held in 1947, to the community to spread some festive cheer. The 2020 and 2021 events were recorded live on stage at the Sir Robert Helpman Theatre and streamed via Facebook and YouTube in December. In 2020, more than 5,000 individual streams of the event occurred on the night, conservatively putting the viewing audience at more than 20,000 people. The event was simultaneously broadcast on Radio 5 GTR FM and Lime FM in the southeast and on 107.9 Life FM in Adelaide, adding thousands more to the total views. The committee moved the event from the Cave Garden to a larger venue at the Raillands about 8 years ago. The event was then relocated to the Sir Robert Helpmann Theatre in 2019 due to COVID restrictions. I understand it takes about 4 months to coordinate and package the entire festive family program with the help of 5 committee members, including stage managers, MCs, a videographer and a music director that give their time freely in addition to the performers. The committee hopes to return to a live format in the Raillands this year. Please congratulate 2022 Community Event of the Year recipients.
Well, good morning. I'd like to acknowledge Tony and Troy, Lynn this morning, all of you worthy winners. I think everyone's COVID fatigued at the moment, and this is a really busy space, community events, and it was our desire to, with the Ministers Association in Mount Gambier who run this event, to actually continue to bring entertainment and hope to our city in a time of incredible hopelessness. I'm telling you what you know, so I'm speaking to the choir this morning. There's a lot of despair in our city at this time in the last 24 months. So nothing was going to stop us. We, as Lynn mentioned, we just pivoted to go online and to continue to sow hope into our community. So I particularly I'm surrounded by a stage manager and a very, very accomplished speaker. Danny can talk underwater with marbles in her mouth, I think. So I'd like Danny Danny's our MC and also works for the council. Danny, can you come and talk to us for a minute? And I'd like to thank our team that we mentioned earlier.
Yes, thanks, Rudy. Our team in particular, we're light on numbers representing us today because, like the mark of any good community person, the rest of our organising committee are off volunteering at other Australia Day events today. So we know we've got a good team around us. As was mentioned, it takes about 4 months to put one night's event on, and it doesn't happen without many, many, many hours behind the scenes. And we know we've got something really special when we did our first live stream broadcast. We literally received comments from all over the world, every single corner of the world via Facebook. There were expats, so Mount Gambier people that had been living overseas, or people that just somehow found us through the power of the internet, and they gave us comments that it meant so much to them to have Christmas cheer, and COVID could cancel lots of things, but it couldn't cancel Christmas. So we were really, really, really pleased that we could do that. And when, again, in 2021, it looked like we might have to do the same thing, we were lucky that we knew what to do, so we could step straight back up again and do our Sir Robert Helpmann Theatre event. But for the 75th anniversary of Blue Lake Carols, which is what we are looking forward to this year, we do very much hope that we can be back in the Raillands and have as many of you join us again for a good old Christmas sing-along. So thank you so much.
Well said, and thank you all. Congratulations. So that concludes the presentation of our awards, but I would like to offer, on behalf of the City of Mount Gambier, my congratulations to Mrs Margaret Winterfield, who has been awarded an Order of Australia Medal on today's Australia Day honours list for services to veterans and their families. Margie has worked tirelessly for the Women's Auxiliary at the RSL, So a well-deserved recognition of her work. Yeah. So thank you all for being here today and to celebrate these truly wonderful award recipients who do so much for our community. Award recipients will now have their photos taken in the cave garden by our photographer, Frank Munger, and some local media may also be there waiting to take your photo also. So just enjoy the rest of your Australia Day celebrations and congratulations to you all. Thank you.